Hi, everyone. It's Jaylene with an energy update for you for May of 2025. Wow, the energy just keeps on pumping, doesn't it? It's coming in hot and it's coming in fast. This is definitely continuing to inspire all of us to continue to do our integration work, to let go of and evolve through separation consciousness and move closer and closer into states of wholeness and eventually oneness. And that's a very exciting thing for humanity. And it's also an invitation to hold more light. Now, the quality of this light coming in right now is nothing short of pure Christed consciousness. That is something that is so amazing for everyone to feel and to embody. And it really fundamentally changes us at the level of our DNA. And it's really our DNA that's going to enable us to continue to hold this light in our bodies. It's our DNA that has to fundamentally change. If you look back at our human history and how we came to embody more consciousness on this planet, moving out of where we were as Neanderthals and evolving into the humans that we have become, there's been a lot of different, you could say, messing with and interaction with the human genome. This has happened from many beings from all over the universe. And it's important to understand that our journey of our genome has gone from much higher states of expression and has been capped and has dipped down into where we find ourselves today. So what's occurring right now with these new light frequencies coming in is that our DNA is responding. And our DNA is ready to absorb more light, and it's ready to start fundamentally changing so that our consciousness can elevate back into what it once was. This is the potential of all humans. It is to hold more light. It is to be more creative consciousness beings. It is to step into our full potential. But we can't really do that until our DNA is enabling us to do that. So this month, as we continue to do integration and as we continue to let go of separation consciousness, you also want to continue to work with your DNA. I posted a DNA activation last month in April. I did that transmission directly from Mount Shasta, where I'm holding a retreat over the solstice. And that was very powerful. And that helped us to anchor some of these energies into the genome. And I would highly recommend, if you haven't listened to that yet, that you listen to that. You can probably fast forward about halfway through to get straight to the activation portion. Definitely recommend that you do that, and that this month you visualize your DNA holding more light and you consciously interact with your DNA. There, I have a course on my website. I taught a course a couple of years ago that teaches how to interact with your DNA specifically and how to enable it to heal and to embody more light. So I would recommend you checking that out as well, because that's what's really important right now, is that we work with our DNA and we continue our integration work, because all of that's going to allow us to stabilize these high frequency light codes that are coming into the planet right now and here to shift and to transform humanity. It's a very exciting time what we're going through right now. We're approaching the summer solstice. That's going to be an activation point. And that activation point is representative of a massive change of consciousness for those that are participating. It's going to serve as a change for everyone on this planet, but for those people that have been doing the work of the integration and releasing from separation consciousness, it's going to have a really big impact. It's going to really shift your frequency and help you to feel more connected to your wholeness and to your oneness than ever before. So it's a really big deal. So all the work we do right now is really laying the groundwork for enabling us to participate as much as possible come the solstice. So it's really, really good thing to do. A couple of things that I like to do when the energy is cranking like this and can cause a destabilization effect in the field. I like to, first of all, ground into the three sources of energy and light each day, and that's the earth, my body and my soul energy, and the cosmic energies coming in. So I often imagine that in meditation, I'm feeling light coming in from up above, that I'm sharing that light all the way down through my body and into the earth, and I'm connecting with the earth and sending her my gratitude. And then I'm opening up the field in my heart and allowing my soul to come into the space of my physical vehicle. And when I do those three things, I feel much more stable in my energy field and my body. I also recommend you practice the 5 movements, which are on my website and can be found on YouTube for free as well. So, those three things, plus doing the 5 movements with toning, are a really good way to stabilize your energy right now. As your frequency increases, the guides have mentioned that it's really important to understand that you're going to be in different situations in which you feel that your frequency is very high and the people and the places that you're around might have a much lower frequency. That's perfectly fine. Try to stay out of judgment when you encounter those situations, because when you get into judgment or fear about the energies that are around you, what happens is that you yourself become more sticky to those energies. Because clearly, if you're in fear of something that's around you, that means there's something that you still have to learn about it. Remember that our environment is always reflecting back to us what it is that we need to understand in every moment. And so, if you are projecting fear around the way something feels to you, then that experience is going to continue to show up for you so that you can learn what you need to learn and get neutral around it. So just enjoy each experience at its face value. Try not to be in judgment around it and just accept what it has to offer you and let go of what it doesn't have to offer you. Just try and enjoy as much as you can. Remember that you can project light from the center of your heart. And as you do that, it really helps to move the flows of energy instead of internally coming towards you. It helps to move the flows of energy externally outward from your heart. And it can shift fields of energy around you and it also help you feel a lot better. So that's a really important thing. So in addition to grounding, in addition to not taking things personally, it's also really good to be a keen observer of your reality. This has always been something that the guides have recommended to my students and clients. And part of being an observer from your reality is, again, that you stay in a state of neutrality, but you do experience things around you. We don't want to become hermits. We want to experience life. We want to experience Earth. We want to experience the people around us. The only issue is when we start to personalize what's happening around us or take it to mean something that it doesn't. So, again, remember your environment shows up for you in a way that you need to learn about it. Don't take it personally, just allow it to be. So, be an observer, be a participant. Just don't make it mean something to you so that it has to bring you down from the octaves that you're in. That's really important right now, too, because again, you're going to start to feel more moments as you embody this Christ consciousness into your DNA. You're going to feel more moments of wholeness and oneness. And that is a very beautiful place to be. And so you don't want to have to worry that you have to isolate yourself to maintain that or to keep yourself in that happy state. You came to experience all frequencies. You came to learn to be a master of all frequencies. And so, as you become masterful of being in the high octaves and being in the low octaves and enjoying all different spaces in between, you're going to really start to enjoy yourself here a lot more, as opposed to thinking, oh, I have to only be around people and places that keep me in this bubble of high frequency. Because that's not, as a human, what you really came here to do. You came here to experience all of it. And so please enjoy it and continue to participate because that's why you came. The last thing that I want to mention that's really important about this month as we learn to stabilize more energy into our field is that as you start to move into higher and higher states of oneness, we can start to fear that we're going to lose ourselves. We can start to worry that we're going to lose our sense of self, our personality, or that we will no longer be able to relate to friends and family around us and loved ones, and that we're going to change so fundamentally that we are just going to completely lose who we are. That is a real fear, and that is something that does start to come up because feeling states of complete oneness in the body as you embody Christ consciousness is a big deal. It really makes you feel different. It really brings out an expanded state of consciousness. And it's easy to start feeling like you're losing control. And humans have a tendency to want to control their environment and control their physical body so that they feel safe. And what the guides want you to know is that you are in absolute care and that you are in absolute safety by embodying more oneness, that you can let go of having to control all of the energies around you, that you can let go of allowing yourself to feel this oneness. You're not going to dissolve into nothingness. Quite the contrary, you're going to have a greater ability for connection, community, and harmony with others. It's going to bring you into much more elevated states of connection with other people. So you have nothing really to lose, but you have so much to gain. Also, you're going to gain a lot of spiritual gifts. You're going to start to become more intuitive. You're going to start to have experiences of synchronicity. Your body's going to start to feel and operate better. You're going to start to understand that you have the ability to really interact with your health and with your DNA and with the outcomes of your reality. You're going to become much more of a conscious creator of your reality. That is the upside. And there's so much more to gain than to lose. So they want you to really let go of the fear of that because they can feel that in the collective. As these energies start to come in, they can cause a destabilization effect, and that can stir up fear for people. So know that you are loved, know that you are cared for, and know that you are never alone, and that the guides are here to usher us all through this beautiful journey of transformation that we're going through. And it's just going to continue all month. And that this is our month where we really get to practice holding more light. This is our month where we get to continue to interact with our DNA. This is our month where we get to anchor that Christed consciousness into our physical vehicles and into our energy fields. And all the work we're doing right now is laying the groundwork for what we are going to experience at the solstice. It's going to be a beautiful transformation. And so I look forward to continuing this journey with each of you. Thanks for listening. Please leave me your comments. Please subscribe and like if you found the information useful and helpful. And visit my website at jaylenetracy.com for more classes and more information. I'll probably be doing another transmission later this month, probably on May 21st, to continue to offer suggestions and offer different transmissions for anchoring this Christed consciousness into our bodies, which will all be preparation for the solstice. All right, bye for now. Much love to you all, and send me your comments when you have them. I love to hear from you. All right, bye-bye.